same. Yeah, tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great Steph Curry with the shot. Boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same.
Yo, we are back. Episode 56 of season 2 of the Not the Same Podcast Sports Show, hosted by this one word, C-Micah. That one word over there, Mr. Robert Deem, over there throwing gang signs. He is not affiliated. Them hands just happen to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we're very, very glad to be back with y'all for another Not the Same Podcast. Got family on both sides. Recognize, check his music out. Yeah. We're very, very happy to be here for another Not the Same Podcast Sports Show. Listen, man, do us a solid. If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or some pirated stream with your pirating self, well, I couldn't think of no pirate saying. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to the Not the Same Podcast. And lastly, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we are live, as we is right now.
Man, we want to give a shout out to our rebroadcasters, man, our MTMB Sports family. You see them over there in the corner. Listen, man, if y'all looking for real good content for the NBA and everything WNBA, tune in to the 494 every Monday night. They got their thing going on over there, man. That big time. Tuned in this past Monday, and they was on their grind as always. We also want to give a shout out to Life Show TV, Takeover Radio, Parable Radio, Praise 365 Radio, RYC Praise News, His Top Radio and Podcast Network, as well as the 520 Collective. We appreciate everybody who rebroadcasts the Not the Same Podcast, as well as our listeners. If you're hitting this up on audio because you can't watch the video, then we want to thank all of our podcast subscribers on Spotify. If you're hitting us up on Apple Music, however you get your your listening pleasures, we appreciate you for subscribing and listening to us two one words. And last but not least, our sneaker peekers. We want to thank y'all. Give them a hand clap, bro. We got to get a sneaker peekers hand clap at all times.
Big salute to y'all with the sneaking sales. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, number 1, what's up, Hagens? Man, appreciate you joining the show.
What up, little bro?
What's up, B? Good to see you, sis, and appreciate everybody else who's watching, as Rob said, man. But without further ado, we got a lot of sports to talk about, and we are not going to hold on not one more second. So,
not one more.
We're going to get on to what's popping. Somebody tell me what's popping. All right, what's popping, man? We're going to go into the NBA and the NFL, maybe a little bit of NHL, but mainly these two. NBA playoffs is going on right now. NFL, we had a draft last week with a lot of tomfoolery as well as some other stuff, brother. But let's get it with the NBA, bro. What you got?
With the NBA, man, if you're looking at the series, this has been some, you know what? This has been 90s basketball type playoffs. You dig what I mean? Even though both these brothers on your screen team got beat down, you know what I'm saying? And they broke out the brooms on us. It has been some good. It has been some, no doubt, on both sides, mine and his. Both. B-O-F, both of them. B-O-F-F-U-M, both of them. Both of them, and I'm still repping the squad. It don't matter. Anyways, the Thunder beat the Grizzlies 4 games to none. We'll start out west. Nuggets lead the Clippers 3-2. This is what I'm talking about when I say 90s type basketball. This Nuggets and Clippers series has been going at it. Westbrook been chirping like a mug. Old school Westbrook. I love to see it. I love to see it popping off. T-Wolves lead the Lakers 3-1.
This is a very good series.
Which one we talking about? Nuggets, Clippers, or T-Wolves and Lakers?
Well, I'm not a Lakers fan, so this is a very good series for me. But as for the Nuggets and Clippers, that's a very good series too. And I don't know who can come out of that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, tell you
Nuggets
what,
won by the hairs of the chin. Like they choked away a lead right there at the end in a lucky basket, like literally by an nth of a second.
Oh yeah,
got through there before that red light went through.
The missed 3 by Jokic for
Yes, sir.
Aaron Gordon
For
to
the
hit
win.
that up. But I'll tell you what, last night wasn't no luck. Jamal Murray came out of his bag. He looked like championship Murray last night.
Yeah.
And I was very, very impressed with how they doing their stuff, man. Going back to this T-Wolves and Lakers thing.
Okay.
Listen, Laker fans, this is what I want to tell you.
Yeah.
Jokic is great. LeBron is great. One of the greatest. That's probably never come out of my mouth. One of the greatest to ever do it. You dig what I'm saying? But 2 people ain't beating a full squad. And I'm just here to tell you. You want to know why? Because McDaniels and all of these people that the T-Wolves have coming off this bench and doing their thing, if you only got 2 men and you depending on Austin Reeves to have a type of all-star caliber game every night, you're not going to win a series. This team needs to go out and find them a facilitator in the offseason. I get it. Jokic can dribble. I get it. LeBron can dribble. Find you a veteran facilitator, point guard, who can come in. You dig what I'm saying? Come in and, hey, maybe Chris Paul make it back to the Lakers like he was supposed to back in the day before the NBA stopped them from going to the Lakers, but let them go to the Clippers. You dig what I mean? David Stern. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Going over to the East.
Hold on 1 second on that Lakers thing.
Go ahead.
Let me say this one thing about this. We don't want to say this, but Minnesota a problem. I don't care what they did in the regular season. In the playoffs, they're a problem because we saw them do the exact same thing last year. And the Nuggets are looking good against the Clippers. They made them look old. And that's what they're doing to the Lakers right now. And one thing I say this, we can move on, that I love with a passion what Anthony Edwards did to LeBron in front of the world. Shoved that boy. Shoved him like 3 times. Said, what you shoving for? I want them to know I'm here. I ain't backing down. And they whooping them boys. Them dudes are young. Old school basketball, man. And look, Edwards ain't just going off every game. They got the three man, I forgot his name, the young dude, long, skinny dude, locking him up. He dropped 30 the other night. McDaniels. McDaniels crazy, bro. Like, that is a very balanced team. And I thought they was going to take a step back without Cat. But Julius Randle, he got on the suit of an actual NBA player right now.
You know what I'm
saying?
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, I'm with you. What up, Mike? Glad to have you here. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But hey, going out east, the Cavs, they didn't beat the Mavs. I mean, the Heat. They beat the sleeves off my boys. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I got a whole rant for y'all on my Heat in a minute. And I'm going to go over my 2 minute a lot of times. So y'all get ready for my soapbox. But the Cavs beat the Heat 4-9. Hey, the Pacers beat the Bucks 4-1. Let me tell y'all something. I wasn't on this Halliburton bandwagon thing for a minute.
Yeah.
But is it to say that the Pacers are playoff Pacers? I know it's against the Bucks, but these boys ain't been playing. Hey, look, Miles Turner doing his thing. You got Halliburton doing this thing.
Yeah.
You got all I'm saying is I can't think of what's the other boy, man. I always mess that boy name up. The whatever Matherin, Matt whatever that boy name
Benedict
is.
Matherin.
Yeah, that I almost said it. That one word too.
Y'all almost heard the one word for real.
I almost said the one word for real. No, the Pacers are playing ball, man. They really are, and. It's going to be interesting, that Cavs-Pacers series. Very, very interesting. The Cavs better not get injured, and they better not sleep on them young boys. Knicks lead the Pistons 3-2, and I still think the Pistons can take this series.
This is a
great
series.
Sound crazy?
This is
It's a great series. This is truly, this is a great series when you see all of the vets like the Patrick Ewings, the John Starks, the Ben Wallace, all the Rasheed Wallace, all these folks coming out for this game because it's been like that for this series, man.
Yes,
and it's truly a rivalry.
Yes,
they go back to Detroit. I think Detroit can take it at home, and this will be a Game 7 decider. Nobody better not, Big Body Brunson, as Perk says, he better not have no mistakes. He better not get injured. All that for his ankle. Boy, you better play through it. You better get some shots like Morant did. And then the Celtics, defending champions. You know what? Shout out to the Celtics, and I'm going to put some respect on their name. I think because they're so good and they do it with such ease and it doesn't look forced, we sleep on them. But they beat the Magic 4-1. And that's the NBA playoffs as of right now.
All right, man. NFL news. We had
Yeah,
a we had
man.
we had the draft last week. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Now the draft was last week. Cam Ward
Yeah.
went number one as we talked about all the preseason. All the mock drafts had Cam Ward going to the Titans as number one. It
Yeah.
happened. What the
Yeah.
mock drafts didn't have, I didn't see. Travis Hunter going home to the Jags to play. You know, he from that area. I think that is awesome. This is LeBron-esque when LeBron got drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers and he from Akron, Ohio. So that was a shocker to see the Jags move up to the number 2 pick from Cleveland, and they picked up Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter, that's the perfect spot for him to be. He by his family, and he going to be playing some two-way ball. Abdul Carter went to the Giants as we expected. Will Campbell to the Pats. Mason Graham to the Browns. Jackson Dart went to the Giants. That was another shocker. And I don't understand it. We'll get to that a little later in our debate fuel on Shador and Shiloh. Yeah, Jackson Dart.
Now he
I ain't
ain't
never
trash.
heard of this one word.
Nah, I heard of him because I'm from Memphis and Ole Miss is like an hour away, so I'm aware of what Ole Miss do or the University of Mississippi do. So he's decent, but he wasn't that decent. That one word wasn't that nice. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, 10 out of the 32 first-round picks were offensive weapons, such as quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers. So that says a lot. That's your NFL. I'm not getting ready to go through all 7 rounds. Too many of them. All them one words that got drafted, salute to you one words. You dig what I'm saying? Your dreams came true. Now make the roster. Last but not least, we got NHL news, man. The Blues, St. Louis Blues was down 0-2 to the Winnipeg Jets, and they came back at the Enterprise Center here in St. Louis, and they put up, they was just hitting on like nobody's business. That series is 2-2. Dallas Stars leave the Colorado Avalanche 3-2. Las Vegas Knights, these cats have been good since their existence in the NHL. They lead Minnesota 3-2. Edmonton leads the Los Angeles Kings 3-2. You got Toronto over Ottawa. They lead 3-2. Florida leads Tampa Bay 3-1. Washington leads Montreal 3-1. And the only series that has wrapped up are the Carolina Hurricanes. They won their series 4-1. The only team to advance so far. So shout out to everything that's going on. Look, I don't watch the NHL until we get to the playoffs because the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs are simultaneously. And what I'll do is put all the games up on my screen and just watch it until they watching me, and then I look at the highlights in the morning.
B plus,
what
what's
up,
up,
B
sir?
plus?
Y'all think y'all smart wearing glasses? Nah, we think we need to see one word.
You ain't never lied.
This
and
screen,
smart.
Hey, clear. I'm seeing HD right now.
Yeah,
whether it's
boy,
HD or not.
I feel like Martin and Bad Boys. I gotta read these notes, brother.
You mean
it's an HD, right? It's HD, Mike. Mike on this mug.
All right, man. Let's get to our soapbox segment, man.
Soapbox.
All right, this is our soapbox segment when me and Rob go off for 2 minutes on whatever's on our mind. My brother Rob normally goes off on sports topics. I normally go off on life topics or whatever, but we don't know what's going to be today. We'll find out in a minute. As usual, we have a timer to look like this. When it's over, it's over. We ain't got no buzzer right now. I'll find a buzzer one day. All right, as usual, I always let my brother Rob go first as tradition because us black people love traditions. My brother, is you ready?
I am ready, man. I'm going to shoot off some dates. 0506, 2011, 2012, 2012, 2013, champions. 2010, 20 to 11, 2019 to 20, 22 to 23, lost in the finals. 2004 and 5, 21, 22, lost in the conference finals. In 20 seasons, the Heat has only missed the playoffs 4 times. Now, let me break that down because that sounds great. In that span, we've only drafted 4 players that you know household name. Dwayne Wade in 03, Bam Adebayo in 17, Tyler Hero in 19, and Jamie Jaquez. You got to be a real fan to really know who this one word is in 2023. Yeah, his name too. Anyways, the last 3 who are still on the roster, we pretty much know who they are. Matter of fact, Jaquez or whatever it is, it was a little scandal saying that he bashed Spo ex-wife. We don't know. I don't know. In that 20-season span, let's talk about free agency. Ray Allen, Udonis Haslem. Remember, we didn't draft Udonis. Udonis came from France. We picked him up. Chris Bosh, Jimmy
Yep.
Butler, LeBron James. Those are the biggest free agents that we've had. 5.
Mm-hmm.
My point is this. It's time to rethink the Riles We Trust motto. And Riles We Trust, and I'm talking about Pat Riley. Salute to him. 3 chips. Awesome playoff run. Still alike. When you look at my boy, the Steelers with the NFL, they make the playoffs all the time. One word this time. Listen, we don't spend no money on nobody. They all leave and go have excellent careers. We don't bring no big free. It's South Beach, bro. If you come to my office, this is all I'm going to say. South Beach. You single? You know what I'm talking about. You dig what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. It's a small, big market. South Beach is to sell.
Facts.
I don't know what's going on. Listen, Heat, I've been a fan for a long time. Good or bad. It's time to blow it up from the front office, and we might even be looking at Spo. You dig what I mean? I get it. He was in the film room. Let Spo go upstairs now. Bring somebody else young in. We got to do better, bro. Because what we got, this 54-loss playoff loss, and nobody, Butler gone, and all we got was a box of Cracker Jacks. Bro, I'm frustrated with my squad, bro. But it's time to blow it up, Heat. You dig what I mean? You see the fire? That needs to be all of the stuff blown up in the front office. That's what it needs to look like. So we can get some fresh blood, some fresh eyes, a fresh mindset, something, bro. I'm done, man.
All right. We'll get a clap when it's over. This is my 2 minutes. I'm going to go with this. We're going off on both of our teams today. I am a fan of the Memphis Grizzlies. If you see right above my shoulder, there's a logo for a player by the name of Ja Morant. Right there. You see that blue box? Ja Morant. I'm a big fan of him. This is what aggravates me to no end. Why can't the NBA allow stars to stay in small markets? Why is this such a problem? The day we got swept, articles, I'm hearing that Ja Morant wants out. I'm hearing better keep your eye out on the Memphis Grizzlies. They may get rid of Ja Morant. I'm hearing that this happens. From who? Our general manager said it. You was hearing these articles like, 2 months ago? So much so it ended up on First Take, folks talking about it. And then our general manager said, listen, I know you would love for us to do this. Ain't no way, basically in Hades, we trade no Ja Morant. And then they asked him again on Sunday when we had our exit interviews because we got swept on Saturday. We fought valiantly and lost by 2. Salute. But still, you took that L. And they sat there and said, there's no way in where I'm trading him. So unless Ja Morant demands a trade, he's not leaving. But here's my issue and here's my problem. Why is there such a push to get this man out of Memphis, Tennessee? What is the problem? He's made a name for himself right there in Memphis, Tennessee. He's on his 3rd edition of his shoe from Memphis, Tennessee. That magazine down there at the bottom of my corner happened in Memphis, Tennessee. What is the big problem? He got to get in the bigger market to get bigger. How much bigger this one word got to get? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of NBA players don't get 3 editions of their shoes. He had 2 editions of his shoes come out in 1 year. This dude is selling. He started this stupid close your ears thing. He don't even do it no more. And people in Singapore was doing the celebration. In Memphis, Tennessee. He ain't got to leave. They do the same thing with Giannis. I just saw B Plus put that up. Same thing. We got to get him up out of there. You know why? In my opinion, the media wants it because they don't want to go to those small cities. Period.
They don't.
Period. That's it. That's
They
it.
don't.
And I'm sorry, Regina, if you think he's a clown. He's a young, dumb clown. I ain't going to even disagree with you. He's young. He's 25. He'll grow up soon. Period. That's all I got to give it to it. That's all I got to say for it. But he's a very talented clown because some stuff he do aggravate me. But there ain't no way in Hades I'm trying to trade this one word because I've been a fan of a small market team, and we ain't getting another one of those. They don't come around all the time. All right, man, let's get to our debate fuse segment.
My team would have.
He ain't lying. All right, bro. This is our debate fuse segment when me and Rob go back and forth over subjects, whatever, sports subjects back and forth. We got 5 minutes. We got time to look like that. When it's over, it'll just be over. All right, first subject for tonight. Here we go. Let me change the timer right quick. Was it fair or foul the way Shedeur and Shiloh was treated at the NFL draft? If you're not aware of, and I'm going to say mainly for me, on my opinion on this question, Shedeur Sanders. Look, Shedeur Sanders was said to be very arrogant in his interviews. He kind of bombs on the interviews on purpose. And it seemed like the owners decided we're going to make an example of him. You mentioned a name earlier that went up in the top 10 named Jackson Dart. You know who he is not better than? Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders.
That is a travesty. A travesty. But carry on, brother. Was it fair or foul?
It was foul, brother. 5 other quarterbacks went before this man. Now, and I'll get into the other stuff. Yeah. Cam Ward, Jackson Dart,
now, Tyler Cam Ward is good.
Show, right. Tyler Show, Jalen Milroe, and Dylan Gabriel. All of those folks outside of Ward went before Shedeur. Yes. Now, this is what I'm going to say. His numbers doesn't say he should have been treated that way. However, what you said, Giants, Steelers, and the Saints passed on him and said he was very thin-skinned when people brought up, hey, you did this an awful lot. Mm-hmm. What would you say? How would you do this with your shortcomings? Mm-hmm. And some of them said Shedeur was like, well, maybe I ain't the one for your team then. Mm-hmm. Very arrogant, ego. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
Bravado and the ego that comes with that. Yes. And the NFL has a habit of choosing who's allowed to act this way and who's not. And unfortunately, being his pops was the same way, and who his pops is, I think he suffered a little bit from how he acts and who his daddy is.
Yeah.
It was foul for him to go that. He's not worse than 5 other quarterbacks. Cam Ward, okay, give it to him. We debated
100%,
that.
100%.
But the rest of these one words, what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
All right,
we'll get to Shiloh after.
Yeah. First of all, no, it shouldn't happen. Yes, he was arrogant in interviews. I do not doubt this at all. I'm sure the man was arrogant. But here's the point, and I'm gonna say it real plain. He's not the normal black kid, and that's the problem. And I ain't making it all a race thing, but I'm just gonna say he's not the normal black kid. Cause you know most black kids, all I want to do is get the NFL and buy my mama a house. We coming out the hood. Most black kids come up there with their mama and not their daddy. Now, here's the problem. Deion can do that because Deion is a generational cornerback. Generational. Shedeur is not generational, but he's very good though. He's very, very good though. He's not generational, but he's very, very good. Now, this is going to take the hard way. He's going to have to make the hard way to go to the level of greatness he need to. I think they went overboard. I think the latest he should have went was 2nd round, max, because the Shoke guy, whatever that dude is, he's barely walking right now. So you got an injured, basically, I'm not making this a joke, but I'm just saying basically not handicapped, but handicapped, like he's not healthy going before him. They was trying to prove a point. Let us humble this one word. And that's not cool. Because, listen, he may have been arrogant, and I get it. And he may have been a little cocky. I get it. Because, look, he grew up with a rich daddy that didn't take nothing off nobody. And he did the exact same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could not tell his daddy no. No, you can't get this. I just buy it then. You know what I'm saying? So he grew up like that. Also, Shedeur Sanders, I looked it up, was making $6.1 million last year. So you trying to give him $2-3 million, he's coming in at a whole different headspace than anybody else. You did? But here's the point. The numbers backed it up. He's a very good quarterback. No, he shouldn't have been number 1. I ain't going to say that. He should have been at least late first round, early second round, in my opinion. This was just to try to humble this kid. But I say this, brother, I'll let you go. When we go over the time, we go over the time.
Yeah.
Let me say this, though. Shedeur Sanders, if you happen to run across these 2 1 words on your screen, listen to me, my brother. Go out there and murder these folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to get your get back? Go out there and kill. You know what I'm saying? You're on a team with 4 different quarterbacks. You got Massage Envy. You got I can't remember. You got 4 different quarterbacks on there. Dylan Gabriel is your teammate.
Yeah, it's your teammate.
Go out there and take something. Russell Wilson did it.
That's crazy.
Russell Wilson did it. It's possible, bro. Go out there and take something. All that anger, put it out there on the court. Outwork everybody. Show them that you ain't what they said you was. Just an arrogant ninja. I censor myself.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm with you 100%. Now, I'm going to move over because the Shedeur thing is the Shedeur thing. We know what it was. Even Deion said that at this point, we know what it is. We know how they acting the way they acting. And let me tell you something. I wasn't in those interview rooms to say he was arrogant. He probably was just cocky and confident. Bro, I ain't never lost. I ain't never been, and I get it. He was at Jackson State for two seasons, and they didn't win no bowl games or whatnot. But look what he did as a quarterback there in Colorado. Now let's shift over to Shiloh. Now, a little different. He didn't get drafted at all.
Right.
He's considered lacking the ideal size of being a safety. They scouted him as weak man-to-man coverage. His tackling technique is inconsistent. He always opts for the highlight hit as opposed to the traditional hit to get the person down. So if you don't watch football, the highlight hit is you hit him with your shoulder pad, but you're not wrap tackling, so a person can easily bounce off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to get the wow factor. The hit stick on Madden for you the ones that play the game.
For the millennials.
He forever hitting the hit stick. And then sometimes you can bounce off the hit stick. So these were actually scouting reports that's legit on him. He was ranked 290 overall defensively. You know what I mean? All 52 in his position. So no, Shiloh shouldn't have got drafted.
No.
But you know what? Tampa Bay picked him up. Now it's time for him to go in and put in work. You dig what I mean? So here's the case of what we're talking about. Shiloh, and I'm gonna let it go because I know the Bronsexuals are gonna eat me up for this. Shiloh is the equivalent of Bronny. Bronny go to the G League, earn your way. You get your contract, earn your way. Your daddy got you there. Same way for Deion Sanders and Shiloh. He got the contract. Now Shiloh go in there and prove who you are and the pedigree you built from. You dig what I mean? Same way for Shador. Go in there, prove who you are. Dylan got drafted before you. Massage envy is messed up in the head, bro. Unless he go get some more private massages, he will never be at the point that he was at.
Right.
He's not going to be there. And we're talking about Watson, if y'all don't know, or Watkins. I'm sorry. So for these two, Shiloh shouldn't have been drafted. Shador shouldn't have fell that far. And the NFL was trying to make a point.
Yeah, I say this about Shiloh. Yeah, there is no travesty with Shiloh. He wasn't outstanding in college. You know what I'm saying? He got drafted. Hey, make the best of it, homeboy. Shador, the only problem was he fell way too far, and it became a national thing. You had media pundits angry, not black media pundits neither. All pundits. Mel Kiper was losing his mind on TV.
Mel Kiper was heated,
snapping. I ain't never seen this. They don't understand about quarterback. This is, and listen, it was all well deserved. But hey, Shador, you got drafted. Prove yourself. Last thing about Shador Sanders, we'll say this. Okay, I was thinking about there was a prank call that went out to Shador Sanders by one of the owner's sons, and they did it to not just Shador but a couple of other draft people. Listen, dog, that ain't funny, bro. Now listen, it was one of the sons of one of the people on a team, right? And the person left their iPad open. They found the number, and then they went and called Shador and pranked him, saying they was from I can't remember what team they said it, but fake they was gonna get him drafted. And they thought, it's funny, he's entitled. He shouldn't feel this way. Now this guy came back and apologized because everybody got on his head. Listen, man, think before you do stuff. I just say that. You know what I'm saying? What you were doing to a kid, how much more humble that kid got to be? Now you going to go make these little stupid jokes and you think it's funny. Ha, 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 you little frat boy. Man, he ought to slap the piss out of you for real. But, you know what I'm saying? But
no, don't be at no frat parties if they find out, homeboy.
Yeah, don't pull up. Hey, don't pull up on your Dockers and your flip-flops, dog. It's going to be a problem.
Hey,
coordinator, thank you, Hagen. Coordinator, son, right on.
Yeah, ahead, coordinator, son. Back to Hagen's, right on, little bro. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett,
it was the Saints.
Dylan Gabriel. You hear me? Flacco.
Yep.
Kenny Pickett.
Yep.
Dylan Gabriel. Shador. Go out there and kill,
Watson
bro.
As well.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
He hurt anyway. Anyway.
Hey, Shador, go out there and show them that you can read a playbook.
Handle your business, dog.
We said this, man. Shador did what he did with a less than mediocre offensive line. Yeah. You're about to get this man grown men and a few weapons.
Right.
With a running game.
Right.
I think he's going to be all right, bro.
I mean, listen, man. He's arrogant. The young man got God in his life. Go to that war room, bro. Get yourself together. He's bold about his faith like his daddy. So get your stuff together, dog.
I will say this. That boy kept his head up.
He did. He
on TV, he didn't never hold his head down. They were joking. They made jokes about it, and the same way they stayed on social media with everything else, they stayed on social media with that. That's consistency. And that shows me that, okay, even in the bad times, you can still move, because a lot of people would have cut it all off.
Oh, yeah. No. That young man's strong. And
Yeah,
I think he's going to rise to the top, man. Salute to him.
Hopefully so.
All right, next subject. 3 NBA teams have closed out their playoff series. Who's looked the best? Of the 3 NBA teams who have closed out their playoff series, who's looked the best? And we're speaking of the Thunder, we're speaking of the Cavs, and we are speaking of the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
Who you think, bro?
I know you're going to say it's because you guys were injured, and you were. But I'm looking at basketball as a whole, as a team, defense, offense, all the way around. The Thunder are that good. Me and you talked about this. Bro, they're just that good. This is in the playoffs, it's going to, and I get it. Ja was hurt. Ja got hurt twice. Y'all wasn't at full capacity. And they went in there and it was kill. Now, with the Cavs, I put Thunder, Pacers, Cavs. Reason why, I'm going to tell you why. Miami Heat got 2 players, bro. They got 2 players. We shouldn't have been in the playoff. We got 2 players, it's literally.
Stupid playing system.
Yeah, but we got 2 players, literally. Bam, Hero.
That's true.
That's it. So I'm not impressed with. I'm right. 0. You dig what I mean? I'm not impressed with the Cavs because the Cavs did what they were supposed to do. I'm impressed with the Thunder on how they executed. They blew y'all out with the bench on one of them games. You dig what I mean? Like defense, offense, all the way around. And then the Pacers, because Giannis was putting up 20-20 triple doubles, and he couldn't do nothing with them boys.
I would say my team, but because I watched all 4 games, the first 2 games was a dismantling, embarrassment, pure trash. But the last 2 games, they lost without Ja. It went down to the last 2 seconds. So that wasn't a dismantling. In the game before that, they was up 29 till Ja got hurt. So, no, I won't say that. I do think the Thunder are awesome, though. But look out next round. That's what I say. You heard it here first. Look out.
Yeah,
when they play them grown men, look out. Yeah. All right, I'm going to say the Cavs. The Cavs, I think most people don't say the Cavs because they was on Animal Planet playing their game. You know, they wasn't on. No, it wasn't even really on national TV for real. But I think the Cavs, and no hate to your team,
unless you had NBA pass,
right? You got that league pass to watch a playoff game. That is nuts. Right. But nah, I think the Cavs, they won by 54 on the last game, in my opinion. And although I know y'all only got 2 players, y'all hung with them a couple of games as well. I guess it's just a matter of opinion because, like I say, the first game, OKC obliterated my team. Took their heart and peed on it. You feel what I'm saying? Embarrassed them boys. just pure blasphemy. But I just go with the Cavs on that one, man.
The Pacers. So the Pacers get the
nice
Cavs
too, though.
The Pacers get the Cavs.
Okay,
I'm with you. Nuggets and Clippers want to get
they're gonna get the Thunder. Gonna get the Thunder. Yes.
My thing about that is I feel like the Thunder gonna run them boys out the building, and they still play defense because they don't play defense just like traditional.
You talking about the Clippers or the order?
Yes. I feel like Thunder can run them out the building on speed wise. Why? Because they play
defense.
Fast.
You're right.
They play fast on both offense and defense. It doesn't slack off. Yes. Where the Thunder, and then if you slow it down, you got to remember they went and got Hartenstein for this reason. They already had Chet. They went and got Hartenstein for Jokic, if that's what, or Zubac, whoever you're gonna do. And I really see it going that way, man. I really do. I feel like when the Warriors beat the Rockets, the T-Wolves are not beating the Warriors. I don't care how good Ant-Man is, they're not beating the Warriors if they stay healthy. I keep saying this.
I'm gonna answer your question in a second, Virginia. I'm gonna say this. As for the Thunder and Clippers or the I can't think of the team. Not the Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
Yeah. Clippers or the Nuggets. This is what the Thunder is good at, and this is how you can hang with the Thunder. I'm gonna give y'all the secret because I just watched a dismantling. This is how. The Thunder's hands are so good, you can't be pity-patting that ball, right? Russell Westbrook, you can't do that with them. They're going to steal it. This is how you beat the Thunder. When you open, shoot it. I know that sounds stupid, but most teams don't shoot the first open shot. They shoot for the best shot. They keep swinging. You said swing off.
Yeah, too
do
many
that swing.
swings.
Swing too much. They're going to be down there dunking it. That's how you beat them. When you open first shot, make it. Now, on defense, nobody on that team can hold Jokic. Nobody. Harkenstein, okay, try it. Chet, no, sir. Nobody on that team.
No,
when Jokic's in his bad, that is it. Now, as for the Clippers, I think the Clippers can have a chance because of this. The Clippers will have a chance because of this. They're stronger, and they punish them boys. That's to be the only way. But I don't think the Clippers going to beat the Nuggets because James Harden is on their team, and James Harden is just not a playoff winner, in my opinion.
Yeah, that boy.
Though he's a Hall of Fame player. Now, on to what Miss Regina asked. I think the Warriors will close out the Rockets because the Rockets ain't ready. The Warriors are better. They have 2 vets. And the worst thing the league could have ever had happen was have Jimmy Butler come to the Warriors. Not because Jimmy Butler is great as he used to be, but just because they can't double Steph no more. And that's the thing. Because Draymond is not what Draymond used to be, but he still smack people. He's still wild. He's still a very good defender. He's still an extremely high IQ player.
But his IQ is off the chain,
his IQ is off the meter. He talk crazy, but he's a very intelligent basketball player. And for that reason, them having Jimmy and Steph, they're gonna be hard to beat. Now, if they play the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's gonna be tough. I think they can beat them though, but it ain't gonna be nothing. It ain't gonna be nothing easy. Heck,
Warriors in 6.
I don't see that.
Warriors in 6.
This is I don't see that. They got wings upon wings to be able to nobody can hold Steph Curry. Let me make this plain. Nobody is shutting down Steph Curry, but you can punish him though. You can hit him a little bit, and if you long and quick enough, McDaniels, that is the key. McDaniels, because Jimmy ain't gonna get off against them. They too big. Now Jimmy will fight though. Jimmy will get the calls. You feel what I'm saying? But Jimmy, that's just my opinion. I think now, I'm not saying the Warriors won't win it. I think they can win it, but it's going to be rough.
I'm going to tell you why.
Because them young boys is hungry, bro.
They are hungry.
The Warriors can win it, though, because they're on a mission, and they got the experience.
You forget Jimmy played for Minnesota. He despises them boys.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I got to change that. You're right. Yeah. But Cat ain't there no more. He can't say what he used to say. He can't say what he And if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
But Jimmy despises the T-Wolves, bro.
Yeah.
And it's that's why I said Yeah. Warriors will be in the Western.
The best thing ever.
Stay healthy, they're in the Western Conference.
Yeah, the best thing that ever happened to the Warriors was Jimmy Butler landing on that team because Jimmy Butler, like I say, made Steph Curry undouble teamable. And because before Jimmy got there, they didn't look that good. When he got there, they went on a big time run and got back in the position. So
they did.
And at the end of the day, they got experience, man. All right, next one, man, because we can go on all day on that one. And this is a good question for people out here, should NBA teams blow up their squads if they're not championship contenders? Should NBA teams blow up their squads if they're not championship contenders? Mr. Davis.
Yes, but only after 3 or 4 seasons.
Okay.
Only after 3 or 4 seasons. I don't like when I see teams blow. Remember when Atlanta was in the playoffs, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and the next year they blew it up. Mm-hmm. Why? Go find a piece that's going to help Trae Young do what he's going to do. Mm-hmm. The Nets did it a few seasons ago. Mm-hmm. Kyrie, Kevin Durant, they blew it up. You dig what I mean? And y'all may not agree with this. OKC back in the day with Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, they blew it up. You dig what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, give it a chance to develop. They get so scared about certain things, man, or locker room issues. Or nobody did this back in the 90s, bro. They had locker room issues. People were smacking each other. But when they got on that court, they was getting hoops and winning chips. You did? Go ahead, bro.
I'm going to say no. And because you said yes with a caveat of no, really.
I said after 3 or 4 seasons, brother.
You said, maybe. The greatest example of not blowing it up and it paying off is the Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics started with Marcus Smart, and then they ended up letting them go and won the chip. Boston Celtics had Kyrie Irving. Didn't work out. They ended up blowing the chip. getting a chip. And this is the thing. They had two players that play similar positions, and they kept saying, the media, they can't work together. They can't work together. They can't work together. We got to get one of them up out of there. Get Jaylen Brown up out of there. Get this person, like the media always do, right? What happened last year? And it wasn't really them two that won that series. Now, it was more Jaylen Brown, the one that everybody say need to get up out of here. But also, what it was Porzingis and Drew Holiday. The defense and the offense. And the way the offense they're running, basically where everybody shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? So I think that in that case, and then also, too, I wanted to bring this up. That sounds great for large market teams. What about small market teams? Like an Indiana. Indiana got Halliburton, all what they got right now, right? And they were like, well, they can't win the chip. We got to blow it up. Okay, but look at that arena. That John is packed out. That community is enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these places, man, they mess around, let their good team be bad. They going to be the next team in Seattle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
so
facts.
for everybody else, you can't do that. Now, for these big market teams, they ain't going nowhere. Chicago, the Bulls, New York, the Lakers, they can do stuff like that. Small market team. My team, let y'all go. Shoot, we going to be the Nashville Grizzlies, the St. Louis Grizzlies, you know what I'm saying? Or Kansas City, they're going to be out. So go ahead, bro.
So in some cases, to your point, you need to, but you need to blow it up.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And this is what I mean. Wizards, they held on to Bradley Beal entirely too long. They should have blew him up before they let him go. Charlotte held on to. They've been holding on to their players for too long. They should have been blown this up. You dig what I mean?
Yes, sir.
They should have blown up. Pelicans.
Yes, sir.
I've been saying that. It was what's up, Mr. G? It was this season they decide to let Ingram go up to Toronto. They should have been blowing it up. I've been saying get rid of Zion for the longest, and I'm a Duke fan. You dig what I mean?
Yeah.
The Milwaukee Bucks. You won the chip. You should have blew it up 2 seasons ago. No, last year. Before Lillard even came, that should have been blown up because you were banking on Middleton coming back. He stayed injured. You were banking on Portis Jr. doing his thing. You lost Drew Holiday. It was time to blow it up. So in some cases, blow that thing up and restart. Shoot, the Miami Heat. I just said blow it up. Put some heat on it. You need to go. You dig what I mean? So in some cases, especially those particular teams I just named, they held on to their superstars entirely too long. And what's gonna happen is when it's time and you need to move them pieces, nobody's gonna want them. Who wants Ball? As good as Ball is, Ball has the biggest. He ain't a winner. He is the biggest stat stuffer for meaningless stats.
Yeah. Plastic.
You dig what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And then he'll give you 5 triple-doubles straight. You get excited, and then the one where ankles stop working. Blow that mug up, bro. Zion, I get super. Oh man, Zion came in. He good. That boy was getting some porn pee.
Yeah.
He was doing all this stuff, and the next thing you know, the boy elbow got hurt. What elbow?
Ooh,
blow it up.
Happy. All right, Mr. G say 4 years tops, then blow it up. And when I mean
2 to 3, yeah.
Now let me say this.
I mean 3 to 4 is what I said.
I say this. There's 2 different types of teams in the NBA, right? There's contenders, there's the middle ground, like the middle class, and then there's the what you call the sucking for Cooper Flag type teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those type teams. So you either in a lottery type team, consistently in the lottery, aka the Hornets, the Wizards, those type teams. You're in the middle class. New Orleans, they've been in the playoffs recently. Sacramento, always right outside, play in all the time. Phoenix Suns, all that talent, play in all the time. But then you had the contenders, the Bostons, the Lakers right now, because they got the NBA gift wrap Luka over there. New York kinda, you know what I'm saying? Some of these teams, but I'm saying always Golden State Warriors, always. As long as you got Steph Curry and what's the name, they always gonna end up being that type of team. Feeders. But the rest of the bottom feeders team. So if you're in the level of entering into contenders, you got to know when your window is, though. That's one thing, because some teams miss their window. You know what I'm saying? Because think about this. when you have a Cooper Flag come in the league, say he come in the league, he's instantly good, right? So he come in the league, he averaged 19 points first season, right? Get his team almost to the playoffs. They end up playing, lose in the play-in. And the next year, he's getting good. All right, that general manager, we got to get some help around him because we got about 3-4 years. We ain't got to pay him. It's just like in the NFL when you got a great quarterback, Jalen Daniels.
Jalen Daniels, yeah.
Jalen Daniels. Put all that talent around here because you ain't got to pay him yet. And you try to go and get that chip now. Now, by history, most teams don't win championships with your lead or your main player being under 27 years old. But if you got a team that already got some good players there or another decent player, or you bring in a superstar with him, you get you a chip real quick while you ain't got to pay this dude all this money. Because, you know, the NBA salary get up to almost $300 million when you get that Supermax. So that's the way to do it, in my opinion. But as for, I say this, we'll wrap it up. As for small market teams, being in the hunt is enough. For those teams where you got something to go to the arena and watch a good team and let them beat some good teams every once in a while, that's enough. Because in the NBA, those teams that's not those big market teams that can always attract talent all the time, you just got to wait on an ankle to get twisted. Oh, Lord, what is this?
Hey, that bug zoomed in when you made your point, brother. Man,
I know.
Made you
It
get
saw
your
my
thought.
hand and went crazy.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna say this about Cooper Flag. Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
In the same way Cavaliers got the number 1 pick,
right,
when LeBron was there.
Yeah.
Please don't be surprised if Cooper ends up in San Antonio with Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. That's fact.
When the trap falls fall.
Yeah. just like Derrick Rose ended up in Chicago. LeBron James ended up in Cleveland.
There's
a few miles from Akron, Ohio, where he played ball.
When Tim Duncan ended up with David Robinson. Just don't be surprised. If Cooper is playing with Wembanyama and they're trying to make Wemby the next face of the NBA. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Utah will not have the number 1 draft pick.
We need y'all input on this one right here. This is a good question. Put it in the chat as well. Who are the top 5 NBA centers of all time in your opinion? Mr. Davis, go ahead.
All right. My top 5 in no particular order. And folks, this is strictly who I saw with my own 2 eyeballs.
Right.
So don't start telling me about the skyhooker Kareem, because one word, I wasn't old enough. God dog it. I was skyhooking bottoms. David Robinson, the Admiral. Okay. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic. And if anybody got a problem with me putting Jokic on there, top 5, brother. Top 5, brother. I'm sorry. Jokic.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal.
You gave that caveat. I ain't say that, but go ahead, bro.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Your number 4.
And Patrick Ewing. And then I got an honorable mention with Alonzo Mourning.
Okay, this ain't all my eyes. Some of my eyes. Kareem, number 1. Who the man scored 100? Can't remember his name right now.
I'm not putting Wilt in there. Go ahead, though.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay.
The Dream. Olajuwon.
Definitely.
Got to be up there. The Dream.
Yeah.
Give me Shaq, number 4.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say I can't say Bill Russell. He was defensive. He wasn't really offensive. I mean, he was done with 13 teams in the league when he was playing. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel about Wilt.
Yeah, but Wilt served him though. They played at the same time when he couldn't do nothing with Wilt. So
they played 20 times in a season. You just said it was only 13 teams, brother. But go ahead. I don't mean to disrespect you.
I can't get. I think Jokic will be. I can't do it now. Give me Big Pat. My number 5.
Ewing, Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, folks, if you didn't hear my top 5, is who I've seen looking at the game, the true center position.
Yeah.
No order. David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Jokic, Shaq, and Patrick Ewing. Now we got people down there.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Hagen's putting his people in.
Yeah, I had Hakeem. I had Skyhook.
Kareem.
Yeah, I had 100 Man, whatever. What's his name?
Wilt.
I had Big Pat.
Shaq.
And I had Shaq. All right, Hagens. Put up Hagens right here. Hagens said No order: Shaq, Hakeem, Russell, Kareem, and the
Kareem.
fifth is debatable.
Okay.
Mr. G say Hakeem, Shaq, Jokic, and Ewing.
Okay.
Mr. G, I don't have a fifth.
Oh, he don't have a fifth. Okay,
All right.
I give you that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, but the names that we put on our list are popping up. You dig what I mean? Are popping up. Listen, I'm not taking nothing away from Kareem in the skyhook. I'm not taking nothing away from Will Chamberlain. I'm just saying the people that I saw play and listen, people started going to Hakeem. Guards started going to Hakeem
Kobe
trying
did.
to get footwork.
Yeah, Kobe did.
Yeah. I mean, and then after Kobe did it, everybody started going to Hakeem for footwork and learn that. David Robinson, this man had a 70-point quadruple double. You dig what I mean? Like, the Admiral was no joke, bro. Like, yes, he had Tim Duncan when he won his first chip, but the Admiral was out there getting buckets, blocks. I mean, rebounds.
See, if we were saying power forwards, I put Duncan, but Duncan's a power forward. Now, he one of the best.
He a power forward, and we could do this every week.
Yeah,
we can get a different position. You did.
Miss G says she'll be an asterisk around beside Will. I mean, you can say that. You can say that.
He was playing with cats. Look, it's like me playing against Devin when he was a little kid.
Y'all gonna talk me out of my Wilt pick. I feel it though, cause there's no proof. You know, we don't know if the 100 thing really happened or not. You know, there ain't no video. No video around back then.
It was radio talk, but he was playing against a bunch of like 5'8" white boys, bro. He was 7 foot.
Well, in that case, Jokic just made it then. Now listen,
I'm not taking away the hundo.
I give Jokic his props though, because Jokic is one of the most awesome centers I ever seen in my life because he plays both ways. Jokic can take you to the post. Jokic can play in the mid-range. Jokic can shoot the three. Jokic can dribble. Jokic's greatest ability, I think, is passing. This man averaged a triple-double this year, and he averaged a real triple-double. Not no Russell Westbrook where Steven Adams was moving out the way so he can get the rebound triple-double. No, real triple-double.
That man had a real triple. Hey, look at the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
this man got 3 triple-doubles already. That's why I said in the playoffs. Yeah. Like it's he 2K in it. You dig what I mean? Like he putting up 2K numbers in real life.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not trying to take away nothing from Wilt. It's just the Wilt thing, man. It's cool seeing a piece of paper with 100 on it. You dig what I mean? But, I mean,
All right. Last thing, man. We didn't do this last week. Let's do this week, man. NBA Impress Depress. This is playoffs edition. Impress Depress. Impress in the Eastern Conference playoffs, brother.
I'm impressed with the Cleveland Cavaliers for destroying my Miami Heat. Because everybody said, to include me, I called this man. Remember, I called Donovan Mitchell the Timu D Wade.
It's true.
I called this man that.
You did.
Listen, they won their last 2 games against us without Darius Garland on the court.
Right.
And nobody even tripped off of it. Like, Darius Garland was gone, and it didn't even look like Evan Mobley, defensive player of the year. You still got Jalen Allen. Yeah, Cavs, bro.
I'm going somewhere different, the Detroit Pistons. Because I'm so impressed with them because of this. I think they should be up 3-1. They've been robbed the game already.
Oh, no doubt.
They've been robbed.
Oh, my Lord.
Ski mask style. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Drop it off, dog. Empty your pocket style, bro. Like, for real. But, hey.
What you got on my 40, homie,
yeah, what
type.
you got on my 40, homie, type. You know, that's my bite pump type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But big salute. Hey, I think I'm very impressed with them. Cade Cunningham is a superstar in the making. And that team is balanced. They got the perfect vets. I'm very impressed with them. Depress in the East, bro.
Depress in the East is Miami. Hey, my Miami Heat. Yeah. We went into the playoffs on the hope and the win. I think somebody put in the chat earlier, pray. Yeah, I was praying the whole time. I saw it somewhere in there. I think somebody said pray. I was praying the whole time. And I'm joking, but yeah, I'm a Heat fan to the fullest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm depressed with the Miami Heat this year.
I'm depressed with the Milwaukee Bucks. I think their run is about to be over. You know what I'm saying? Now, we just had this conversation about blowing up. I think Giannis is very true to them. You know, and he want to stay with them and all that, man. But I'm depressed with it. I'm depressed with them. You know, it's the bad injury to Dame. The Dame and Giannis thing has not worked. It has not worked, man, and unfortunate. Everybody thought he was gonna be great, man. Dame just not fit there, and I think I'm also depressed about him because I don't think he coming back. He ain't gonna be what he used to be. This man, 36 years old and tore ACL
and blood clots.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, Impress in the West, bro.
You're gonna find Glorilla, bro. She crushing you. Impress in the West. I'm just saying, brother.
Yeah.
7 p.m. Anyways, I'm impressed with the Warriors, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. To see a veteran team dominating the way that they are, Draymond doing his thing. You know what I mean? Like Draymond is old school Draymond just from his presence alone. Yeah, I'm impressed with the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say I give it to the Thunder. No. I take it back. I'm impressed with the Timberwolves. That's what I'm impressed with.
Okay.
Because they take it on they bullying the bully, and I respect it.
Oh yeah. You did say that. You said that earlier.
Yeah, they bullying the bully, and they look very, very impressive out there, man. They look very, very impressive out there, and he's becoming a vet now. You know. All right, Press in the West, bro.
The people they bullying, the Lakers. I'm depressed with the Lakers because they should have figured something out.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody else is stepping up. It's like they're in awe to see Luka and LeBron out there. This is not an all-star game.
Right.
Get your tails out there and get some buckets. You dig what I mean? Austin Reeves is balling. But the moment Austin falls off, nobody else is stepping up. Where's Hoochie Mama at? I ain't seen this one word yet.
Not Hoochie Mama, Hachimura.
I ain't seen this one word yet. You think what I mean? The squad, it's like they just out there in awe to see LeBron and Luka on the same court together. And they ain't had enough time to build no chemistry. I understand this. I understand this is not a video game where you make a trade and win a chip.
Right.
I get that. That's what happened in Cleveland. So I'm depressed with the Lakers any dang way.
My Memphis Grizzlies, totally depressed. You come out after beating the Dallas Mavericks, beating the sleeves off the Dallas Mavericks to get into the playoffs. You come off a coaching change where you should be, excited and having a new energy, and had a great game against the Warriors, took the loss. Warriors deserved to win. They won that thing. But in my opinion, terrible, totally depressing. And to get ran by 50 your first game, man, you ain't come out with no energy the first game. Nah, bro, heads need to roll, bro. Heads need to roll. I want everybody to get up out of the GM, all of them. Get out, get gone, as Rob say.
Right,
all y'all get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Yeah. Rock is going crazy. It's 31-13 right now. Rock is leading the Warriors, but it's just first quarter. We'll see what happened at the end.
Rock is playing at home.
Are they at home right now, Mr. G? They at the crib?
Commercial right now. I can't see.
I think the Rockets are at the crib. What's this game? Yeah, because this is game 5, right? It's 3-1. Yeah, this is game 5. They should be at the crib.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. All right, man. Let's get into the one word of the day. This one word. No. Of the day. One word of the day. Tyrese Halliburton's father. Let him know about it, brother.
So, at the conclusion of the game against the Pacers and the Bucks, Tyrese Halliburton's father comes out with a big towel that got Tyrese's name on it. Face on it and everything. Runs around on the court, stands in front of Giannis, and starts just jiggling in front of just in front of Giannis, talking his talk. Giannis walks up, towering over him. And if y'all have ever seen Halliburton, it's a couple of fathers out here that the sons don't be wanting you to see their daddies. They only want you to see their mama. You dig what I'm saying?
Patrick Mahomes
is one of them. And Tyrese Halliburton is one of them. Because they got some true one words for some daddies. But he out there and he's swollen. And Giannis is so used to bullying people. Tyrese, Mr. Halliburton wasn't caring about none of that. You dig what I mean? And they went back and forth. I wish we had the video for y'all. But Giannis kind of stood over and towered over, and my man kept talking his talk, looking up at Giannis with his neck hurting. But he the one word of the day. Not for a bad reason, in my opinion, but because he stood 10 toes down for his son. And even when this 6'8" Grizzly got in front of him, my man kept the same energy when Giannis got in his face. And when everybody else got in his face, he kept chirping the chirp. So salute to the one word. But this is why y'all always see the mamas and not the daddies of Patrick Mahomes and Tyrese Halliburton.
So this is my opinion about this. He should be banned. Period. Now, I respect his Negro energy. You know what I'm saying? He was on that oil, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And he should be banned. But he was out of pocket. His son even said it. He was out of pocket. But one word was drunk. He was feeling good, popping this stuff. I get all that. But keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Because T. Morant do that, what would have happened?
It's different, man.
What's different?
It's different.
Why? Neither one of them need to be on the court. Exactly.
No. Listen, man.
Exactly. Keep the same
NBA
energy.
wide. Keep the same energy. But this is the reason. It's not. Ja's a one word. And Tyrese, he's
a mixed one. And he light skinned. He light skinned.
This is not colorism.
Keep it real.
Folks.
Keep it real.
Hey, folks, this is not no colorism. I ain't on that. But I'm telling you what it is.
This is school days.
That
Tyrese is the man with the part in the middle of his head.
Right. Right. He on the gammas.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
And John them some jigaboos. That's what they call them in school days. If you know school days, you know what I'm talking about.
Nah, honestly, it ain't got nothing to do with job. This is the point is though, I think the dad, let me correct this. I think the dad was out of pocket for that. And do that to the wrong one word, see what happens. That's all I'm saying. Giannis is a kind guy. You know what I'm saying? And like Mr. G said, imagine him doing that one of them Jokic brothers. Imagine him doing that to Jokic. Jokic do not play. Now he goofy and walk around like he's slow. What happened to that the dude that share my last name? We ain't seen that one word since. He on TV now. He up there with he up there with Stephen A now. After he messed with one of them Jokic boys.
Hey, brother, the Jokic brothers pulled up behind the Miami bench Heat. Behind the Heat bench.
Yes, he did.
And was waiting for them boys to think they was
Please do something.
You didn't even say nothing.
You say, I don't know that dude. I don't know that one word. But nah, man, Tyrese Halliburton, father, man, he's the one word of the day. Now, like I said,
he is the one word of the day.
We respect his boldness and the fact that he was on some oil, obviously. But brother, you got
his one wordism is what made him the one word of the day. But yes, he was out of pocket.
He was out of pocket, man. All right, man. Let's get to this last spot. Go ahead, bro.
Yo. Have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? First and foremost, Miss Regina, I think this is our first time seeing you in the comments. Thank you for coming through.
Big salute.
Do what you see on the screen right now. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so anytime we go live, know that we are live. Also, listen, man, these 2 one words, life be lifing on this. Shout out to our boy Tony Dyson. Your prayers, we appreciate that, man, keeping this thing going. If y'all know, we was on about a month hiatus for some technical difficulties, you dig? But now we back full effect and getting back to what we need to be. If you want to sow a seed, look, Not the Same Podcast over on the Cash App. You can go to notthesamepodcast.com/support. Check out the website. That website will be updated this Friday. Everything will be updated so you can catch the last 3 episodes of all 3 shows, be it the Hot Topic and Music Show, the sports show, and the Bible study is coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. Just chill.
Yes, sir.
Look, we got almost 100 of them things. So if you want to see one of them, go back, find you a nice little series and some good ones. Check it out.
All right, I'm pulling up what Hagen said. One word of the day, Kevin Gates was pulling up on up to the game and daring LeBron to say something. Now, Kevin Gates said what he had to say about LeBron's wife.
Yeah.
And dared that one word to say something.
Courtside. He didn't just pull up at the game. Courtside.
Hey, I'm going to say this. Why you ain't do him like you did Stephen A, Bron? I'm just saying. You had all that, and you had all that smoke coming out when you saw Stephen A.
Hey, bro, let's get this story. Remember when we went to South by Southwest and we had got to the mall? I was buying me a new hat. When we walked in that mall and we got in there, what story did we hear? Hey man, Kevin Gates just knocked someone word out in the food court for running up on them.
Yep.
He about that. That's a true story. You dig what I mean?
True
so the stories are true.
Right there, Austin,
just
Texas.
happened right down in Austin. It had just happened right before we walked in there, so I can buy my hat. It's crazy, bro. Like this, LeBron knew. He knew.
He knew. I'm just saying, why you keep that same energy with Kevin Gates? I mean, he talked about your son. This man talked about your wife, dog. I'm just
called out a name.
Called out a name. But anyway, man, hey, if you want to enjoy some music tomorrow, some positive music with a message and some hot topics, man, come back tomorrow at the same time you came today, man. With that being said, I am C-Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
And yo, we out of here, man. We see y'all tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow.
Tell them it's not the same. Just a podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same. Faith, culture, not the same. Boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot. Boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, it's like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same.